Walking down the street, feeling kindly. When the wind came out your butt, threw my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see. My hair flying in the breeze. Cause the wind came out your butt, blew my wig off. People started laughing. They couldn't believe their eyes as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands. Cause the wind came out your butt, and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, the wind came out your butt, blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Heard to think of tongue. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whip that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you down like a bitch. No, I ain't playing. I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass. It's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a box like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand was 10 times his normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpower to make a bitch listen and get her naked with sex-ray vision. Hit a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my gift hand to correct. It's called a bitch slap. Come get your face now. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I am School for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh and conquer police brutality. And on tonight, we have an officer who takes in the wrong suspect. So get your popcorn, get whatever you may need, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's dig into the content. All right, folks, smash that like button as you enter into the building. I greatly appreciate you. Sorry, I had to set some things up in the background. We're still working on my equipment. Here we go.
Have you previously requested any law enforcement officer allow you to speak to an attorney or lawyer?
You want my license? Step out of the car. What for?
I'd like my attorney. Okay, that's fine. And hey, would you be able to?
Telling you to step out of the car and get you under arrest for resisting. I'm just asking what for. Hey, I'm on the ground.
Yeah, I hit you in the head because I gave you a lot of order. You pulled away from me and actually resisted. Okay, well, we'll have them check you out since your head hurts.
Wait. Say that again. Okay. Give me your other arm now. Welcome back to the Lackluster Channel. In August 2023, a viewer named Kenan was driving through Broward County, Florida, when he stopped at a railroad crossing to wait for a passing train. Moments later, Deputy Kirk Blackson of the Broward County Sheriff's Office pulled up behind him and activated his emergency lights. In the report filed after the encounter, Deputy Blackson wrote, "A few nights prior, I observed a white Tesla of the same model in the same area at the same time of night." He added that on that earlier night, the Tesla had allegedly fled, and he was unable to pursue. And now, with no lawful basis or observed wrongdoing, just a vague hunch based on a days-old memory, Deputy Blackson approached Kenan's vehicle.
Turns out you should never sue the driver who crashed into you after a car accident. There's a much better way you could get paid away.
You skip the ad.
Step out of the car. What's going on? Step out of the car. What's going on? It's a traffic stop. I'm telling you to step out of the car.
Do you want my license?
Step out of the car.
What for?
I'm telling you to step out of the car and get you under arrest for resisting.
I'm just asking what for.
That's fine. Have my 94 step it up.
I'm just asking what for.
Just west of Wawa on a white Tesla.
All right, y'all. So we're in Florida tonight. This guy has no clue what's going on, but it's the vehicle he drives, a white Tesla, and that's the car that the police is looking for. So they're aiming at the car. That's the target. Okay. And this is the reason why he pulls him over.
I'm out of the car now. I'm just asking. We're under arrest. What's for? What for? Step out of the car. What's for? We're under arrest. What for? What for? No, I'm literally just asking. Get out of the car. Sir, okay, okay.
In 1977, Justices Thurgood Marshall and William Brennan wrote that the Supreme Court was giving too much discretion to police officers by allowing them to search detainees whenever they could invent any basis for concern. They believed that in doing so, officers would willfully violate the Fourth Amendment's protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. Nearly 50 years later, the practice is so common it may as well be policy. 1977 was the year Pennsylvania v. Mims was decided by split court, establishing a bright-line rule that police officers can order a driver out of a vehicle during a lawful traffic stop without needing additional justification. The majority opinion believed that forcing drivers out of a vehicle was a violation of the Fourth Amendment, but declared it to be, quote, minimal, claiming it served an interest in officer safety, even when the traffic violation itself failed to suggest any danger to the officer. The ruling also expanded Terry v. Ohio, as it further allows officers to conduct a pat-down of the driver if they are believed to be armed. The dissenting justices expressed concerns about the potential for the ruling to be used to justify arbitrary stops and searches, and since the ruling, pretextual stops are more common than ever before. However, Mims only applies if the stop is lawful to begin with, and that brings us back to Deputy Blackson. By his own admission, the only reason for initiating contact was that Kennan's white Tesla might have been the same one he saw several nights earlier. No plate match. No confirmed identity. Just a hunch, which means this stop wasn't based on any verifiable suspicion, and very likely wasn't lawful at all. And
so we just got that right. No match. No plate went up. No registration. It might have been the same vehicle he saw the other night. And for whatever odd reason, he's looking for that person.
unfortunately, it only goes downhill from here.
Okay, on the ground. Get on the ground. Okay, I'm on the ground. I gave you lawful orders to get out of the car. You do not follow those orders. We're under arrest. You did not give me any lawful order. Look at this, guys. He gave me no lawful order.
All right, y'all. So the officer is stepping to him saying you're under arrest. The man keeps saying under arrest for what? What are my charges? You have a warrant on me for what purpose? And the officer gives no logical nor legal explanation. So he's demanding him to step out the car as we see. And because he didn't get out immediately, he snatches him out. And now he's got him slammed to the ground and beating him down. Hit that like button, and share your thoughts indeed.
No lawful order at all. I told you to step out of the car multiple times. What for? What for? Exactly. Because it's a traffic stop and I have every right to ask you out of the car. Give me your other arm. Do it now or I'm going to hurt you. Give me your other arm. 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 Give me your other arm now.
So we just see him. Oops, upside your head. He goes upside his head, striking, punching, swinging on him. Just swinging, whamming, going in. Because he's demanding his other arm. But the man don't even know what he's under arrest for, what's going on, what he's charged with, or anything. Who you're looking for. Did you not ask the man, are you such and such and such? But see, I don't think the officer even knows who he's looking for. He's attacking or identifying a vehicle. And he doesn't have his facts straight. So because he sees the same vehicle that looks similar to the one he saw the other night, he goes full in. He's going hard in the paint. All right, share your thoughts with me, and we will converse about it.
Fortunately, Kennan began recording again just prior to Officer Blackson punching him in the back of his head 3 times.
Wait, say that again. Give me your other arm. Okay. Give me your other arm now. Okay. Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm. Wait, say that again. Give me your other arm. Okay. Give me your other arm now. Okay, here you go.
And as we see, Keenan is recording himself. He's still got his phone in one arm and one hand recording it. So that's why he didn't immediately put both his hands behind his back, because he's filming his own encounter. He's filming the evidence, the circumstances, and his attack, being a victim of brutality himself. So when we saw the strikes going in, that came from Keenan, the guy, his own camera footage.
Do you have your body cam? I have a white male with hand circle. Do you have your body cam on? Stand up. Okay. Can I get a supervisor? Yeah, he's on the way. Okay. Oscar? Yes. I don't have anything on me. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm just
He still doesn't know what his charges are, what he's being charged with, what he's arrested for, or why he was even pulled over. This is police training 101. This is ass backwards off the top. So share your thoughts with me. What do you see? I would love to converse with you.
On 4014 on another one.
Yeah, I got stopped by the train. So. Oh wait. Oh well. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. When I order you out of the car, you have to get out of the car. It's a traffic stop. I can do that. I know.
When I order you out the car, you have to get out the car. And wrong answer. You have to tell an individual, a person, the citizen, their charge, or if they're being detained, or why you need them to step outside the vehicle. So now he's just making up his own rules. He's making up laws as he's going, doing his own thing. Because you're saying he didn't abide by your order. That's the reason why you decide to arrest. It's ridiculous. There's no law, no such thing.
I gave you multiple orders to get out of the car. You refuse to do so.
I was just asking what for. So sorry.
What's for is I told you to do so, and I have every right to do so. You are under arrest.
All right. But what for is what I'm asking.
Resisting arrest.
But resisting arrest for what?
Exactly. Resisting arrest for what? We're looking at the content. We see what's going on. So you have to be placed under arrest for a certain legal binding charge in order to resist that arrest. That's how you know the officer just making up bogus rules. That's how we know he's literally making up shit, making up charges, because you never told him why he needed to step out the car, if he was under arrest, and why he was under arrest. None of that. Please like, share, and subscribe.
I'm like the
When
least
I give you an order and you don't do it, that's called resisting. You go to jail
I
for
don't know
that.
who you are. You just pulled up on me. You're saying, "Hey, get out." I don't know what for.
You don't know I'm a law enforcement officer with this car with blue lights on.
You didn't introduce yourself. You didn't say anything. All you were was.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger.
We'll skip that ad.
A guy walking up to me, "Hey, get out the car, get out the car." This is Broward, bro. I've lived, officer, sorry.
When you don't abide by an order, obey the order, you're resisting, and wrong answer again. So we're going to look at what is resisting here in just a few. We're going to go through the codes and the laws, and we'll read it together. So again, you have to have a legal binding charge to arrest in order for that citizen to resist arrest. So you're just making up something. You cannot resist arrest if you never was placed under arrest, if there never was a charge. This is where we're at right now in the moment. All right, folks.
Wait, are you putting, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're calling me. That's what I was trying to do. I thought you were calling me. Put your feet in. Yes, sir.
When Deputy Blackson returns to his front seat, Kennan requests someone to look at his head.
Do you want an ambulance? Do you want an ambulance? Yes. It's a yes or no question. Yeah, I hit you in the head because I gave you off orders. You pulled away from me and actively resisted. So
now on the body cam, he admits it. He admits assault because that's what it is. As a civilian, a resident individual, an American citizen, if you do that to another person as an adult, you do it to another adult, that is assault. Whether it's a misdemeanor or it's severe as a felony, depending on which level. So now we got you on your body cam admitting to a crime, which is assault. You attacked this dude.
I grabbed your arm. You pulled it away from me. That's called active resistance. I could be anybody with a police car with blue lights on it with big sheriff written across my chest, but it's not bleeding.
Being a TA, he's going.
Oh, he's going. He's going. Use of force.
I'm going to start it off.
Okay. Do you want an ambulance? Yes or no? I call an ambulance for you. I did look at your head. Your head is okay. I have looked at your head. I'll do the inventory. All right, bro? Huh? You all right? Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Shit out of me.
No, it's just a.
Well, sir, you're not a medic. So you don't know what goes on the inside of a person's body. It might not be outside physical injuries or abrasions, bruises, but we don't know what the injury or if a injury is in the inside. You're law enforcement, man. You know these things. He's trying to justify your own action and cover up for your own ass. That's all. You're trying to cover up. But what do you all see? Share your thoughts and talk to me.
Train was so fucking loud, and then I didn't want him to fucking burn me, so I told him to get out, and he wouldn't get out. So I was like, all right, you're getting the fuck out. So I grabbed him, and he started. There was a little tussle there, but yeah.
Now he's lying, just making up shit, just telling a whole different story. When you know you have body cams, that's the purpose of cameras, to prove evidence, because it was so much false reports, false accusations previously from down through the history. So now we have live receipts, in action live receipts. And the man just kept asking you. Keenan kept saying, why do you need me to step out the car? Why did you pull me over? What am I being pulled over for? Why I got to come out the car? What's going on? That's all he did was ask you questions. And now you tell your fellow officers, fellow deputies, a whole different story. So what are we witnessing? What are your thoughts according to the law? We're in Florida tonight. State laws. What do you see is in violation of Keenan's rights?
After obtaining Kennan's wallet, he returns to his cruiser.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
I'm right. I'm not. It's like literally baby soft spot or whatever that's called.
You probably got a bruise, but I don't see anything on your head.
My hair's blocking it. Like, can you pardon? Like, look at like it seriously looks like that. I'm not gonna have ambulance or pay for anything like that. I'm just
no. Just how about call a med out there? Just get the meds out there so they can do their job and charge it to his bill. Charge it to the gang. It was his choice, his actions, and he will pay for it. See, the officers think they can do these things through their authority and get away with it. And they try you and they keep testing you until you stand up and stop that. That's what's going on. That's why we're here to defeat injustice. No exceptions to the rule, folks. I say it all the time and time again. Until it hits your front door, it doesn't come into play. But when it comes into your home, now it's full play, full live circle. All right. So Keenan says he's worried about playing a bill, but that should be your least worries, man, and get you a medic on the scene.
man.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
You are under arrest for resisting without violence, and then also I'm gonna have a very strong guess of possession of cannabis. And whatever else those pills are, we got to test them.
So now he's just looking to add more and more charges. Whatever he can find, whatever he can make up, whatever he can think of. And so he's saying he found some cannabis up in there. He wants to charge him for that as well. And it's illegal there in the state. We're in the South, in Florida. And you know, the South normally be the last ones to make anything legalized, especially marijuana.
But I have a feeling they're not Tylenol. I don't know. Would you? I mean, I can read you Miranda if you like, and then you can tell me all about what they are if you want to go that route. Are you willing to talk to me? Okay, well, yeah, I'll ask you. I'll ask you all about them, bro. I'll call you an ambulance for your head. How's that?
I'm not trying to pay for it.
Okay, well, we'll have them check you out since your head hurts. All right, Damon. Before I ask you any questions, I want to advise you of your rights under the law.
Today I'm going to make a beat. We're going to Output's new plugin co-producer. Play your...
You understand that I'm a police officer? Yes, sir. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. That is, you do not need to talk to me or answer any questions if you do not want to. Do you understand?
So he previously refers to pills, things that he finds in his vehicle, and cannabis, as he states. And I'm going to go ahead and call you a medic. You knew this up front. You just attacked the man. So at least have the decency to make sure he's physically and medically okay. All right. So now he got him in the backseat of the police car, telling him his charges. But anytime, and this is word of the day, word to the wise, that a officer charges you with resisting arrest without actually arresting you on a charge, that is always a made up bogus arrest. Because you, again, I'm going to reiterate and emphasize, you cannot resist if you never were charged and arrested from the start. So if you have any encounters with law enforcement and the police says, oh, your charge is resisting, that's a charge he made up. Because if he didn't already charge you with the crime and arrest you, then it is impossible. There's no way they can charge you with resisting. And resisting is, fighting back, refusing, or not complying physically to allow them to handcuff you, detain you, and arrest you, take you in. It's just simple. So now it doesn't even make logical sense. So let's see what's going down on the next run.
Yes, sir. All right. Should you talk to me, anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand? Yes, sir. All right. You have the right to talk to an attorney or a lawyer before talking to me, and have an attorney or lawyer here with you during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand? Yes, sir. If you cannot afford to retain your own attorney or lawyer, and you want an attorney or lawyer, one will be appointed for you before we ask you any questions. Do you understand? Yes, sir. If you decide to answer the questions now without an attorney or lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney or lawyer. Do you understand? Yes, sir. All right. Knowing and understanding your rights as I've explained them to you, are you willing to answer my questions without an attorney or lawyer present?
Depending on the questions, but
okay. Well, you can ask to stop at any time. But as of right now, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you previously requested any law enforcement officer allow you to speak to an attorney or lawyer?
I'd like an attorney.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just test the stuff and charge you for it.
Oh, because he's making up bogus questions at this point. He's asking you all kind of different questions and stuff that exercise your Fifth Amendment and just remain silent. So he was a smart man. All right, what do you all see? Talk to me. Be active in the comment section and share commentary. All right, glad to have you. Thanks for joining here at School for Justice.
Okay, and hey, would you be able to?
After searching the vehicle, the deputies find several CBD products. Blackson obtains a test kit and tests one of the products, and after several minutes, he declares it a positive test.
So yes, you can see the liquid around the wax turn blue. So that would be a positive hit.
The test used is a NIK quick test, made to rapidly identify narcotics in the field. Unused, the contents of the container are translucent and colorless. A positive test for THC will turn the test blue, and a negative test will turn red. Deputy Blackson shows the completed test to his body cam to document the results for court purposes for less than 5 seconds, during which a bright light obscures the view of the test for all but a few frames of footage. When a screenshot is taken of the test with the best view given by the deputy, the contents still appear clear, while Blackson declares that they have turned blue. Doing so allows him to charge Kennan with felony possession. For not exiting his vehicle, Kennan was also charged with resisting without violence, which begs the question as to why Deputy Blackson felt justified in punching him 3 times in the back of the head, when Kennan was clearly not fighting, or attempting to escape.
Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm now.
He was denied medical assistance and booked into jail for the night as the deputies towed his car. The next morning, he was set free on a $0 bond. He sought medical treatment, but still suffers headaches from the roadside battery. The next several months were spent fighting for the body cam and proving that the THC found by the deputy was actually over-the-counter CBD and the unknown pills were vitamin C.
So you tested the cannabis on the scene, and he is prescribed for it. He has medical prescription and over-the-counter CBD. That's what he has, and the pills he have are vitamins, vitamin C. So you tried to charge him with a felony possession because you're looking for somebody else for whatever odd reason. You never stated. You don't even know who you're looking for. You just know the car they drive. And it sounds bogus too. So the man got booked in, went to jail. He has a permanent injury because he suffered headaches and, pain and symptoms behind his head being slammed on the concrete. And so this is what we got going down. And he was clear, fair and square, and he has over-the-counter CBD, and those were his vitamin C pills. So you tested everything, and the guy's legit.
In court, he also showed that he had been out of the state in the days prior to the incident, and that Deputy Blackson's hunch that Kennan's white Tesla was the same white Tesla from an earlier date was incorrect. Kennan is currently looking for a civil rights attorney to assist in filing a lawsuit for the unlawful stop, excessive force, and malicious prosecution. Let me know what you think of this encounter in the comments down below. And
guys, this is the reason why we have to stay on top. We have to stay on top. We have to stay on top of these things because this is brutality to the fullest. So they have a lawsuit in the making. And I always expose and bring these corruptions, brutality to the light and to the forefront so we can divide and conquer. I say it all the time and time again. It's to divide and conquer. Stand up for your rights, know your freedom, and use them for your power to the fullest. Until next time, I am your host here at School for Justice, where we always rise above the occasion, live, love, laugh, and conquer police brutality. Speak truth to power. Salute.